In the chaotic early days of cryptocurrency, while Bitcoin and Ethereum dominated the conversation, a new vision was quietly taking shape, one that promised to redefine the future of decentralized finance. This is the story of Cardano. Created by Charles Hoskinson, a co-founder of Ethereum, Cardano is built on a radical idea. What if a blockchain could be designed with the rigor of scientific research? What if every step of its evolution was peer-reviewed and engineered for longevity? You see, unlike its predecessors, Cardano was born from a meticulous, research-driven approach. No rush development, no untested promises, just pure calculated innovation. But in an industry that moves at the speed of light, even the most brilliant designs risk becoming relics of the past. You see, in 2025, Cardano stands at a crossroads. Its roadmap is packed with groundbreaking innovations. Institutional interest is rising with news of recent inclusions in a US strategic crypto reserve. And speculation is growing around the approval of a potential Cardano ETF. But with a history of slow development in an industry that waits for no one, the question remains, will Cardano finally seize its moment, or will it be left behind? Hey you see this right here? This is some bull. Now, I know you don't hit that subscribe button willy-nilly. Creators have to earn that. So let's make a deal. Over the next 2 minutes, if you find this video informative, go ahead and do your future self a service by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos like this one and all the phenomenal TA videos we post here on DataDash. And if you don't find the next 2 minutes informative, let me know why in the comment section below. There is no filter. You can say some god-awful things and you will see it down below. I can't wait to have a conversation with you. Cardano is a layer 1 blockchain designed to be scalable, secure, and sustainable for smart contracts and decentralized applications. It operates on a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism and was developed by IOHK in 2017. For those unaware, IOHK stands for Input Output Hong Kong and is a blockchain research and development company that Hoskinson founded in 2015 alongside Jeremy Wood. Cardano is often referred to as a third-generation blockchain, meaning that it aims to improve on the limitations of Bitcoin and Ethereum by offering a more sustainable, secure, and scalable blockchain ecosystem. The project's native token, ADA, was named after the famous mathematician Ada Lovelace, who is widely recognized as the world's first computer programmer. It is primarily used for transactions, smart contract execution, and staking, allowing users to earn rewards by participating in the network. Outside of that, token holders can take part in Cardano's governance by voting on network upgrades and protocol changes. In terms of tokenomics, ADA has a maximum supply of 45 billion tokens, which aims to ensure a scarcity over time. New ADA tokens are distributed via staking rewards as a means of incentivizing network security and decentralization. And a portion of transaction fees goes into a treasury fund, which supports ongoing development and ecosystem growth. Now that we've covered the foundation and history of Cardano, it's time to look at where the project stands today, because the real question is, 8 years after its launch, does Cardano still have the potential to live up to its ambitious goals, or has it fallen behind in the rapidly evolving blockchain space? Now, if you've been in the industry for some time, you know Cardano probably has a stereotype for taking a very long time for development. Well, 2023 was a big year for Cardano, as many long-awaited upgrades for the project finally started rolling out. The first of these was the May 2023 launch of Hydra, Cardano's Layer 2 scaling solution that makes transactions faster and cheaper. It works by processing transactions off-chain through what are called Hydra heads, which act like mini ledgers that handle activities separately from the main chain. This reduces congestion while keeping security intact. The release of Hydra is significant because it dramatically increases Cardano's transaction speed, with each Hydra head capable of handling 1,000 transactions per second. And since multiple heads can run parallel, the network can scale to millions of transactions per second as needed. This makes Cardano more efficient for DeFi, NFTs, and everyday payments, helping it compete with faster blockchains while keeping fees low and maintaining decentralization. Following the launch of Hydra, Cardano also released its stake-based signature protocol Mithril in July 2023. This effectively makes Cardano faster and more efficient by helping new nodes sync with the network quickly. Normally, when a new validator joins the network, it has to download and verify a massive amount of blockchain data, which can take a very long time. Mithril solves this by using stake-based signatures where trusted participants sign and certify parts of the blockchain. This allows new nodes to verify data instantly instead of reprocessing everything from scratch. By reducing the time and resources needed to sync with the network, Mithril improves scalability, making Cardano more accessible, decentralized, and efficient. And speaking of decentralization, Cardano has also made major strides in that regard. With over 3,000 staking pools securing the network, Cardano is closer than ever to full decentralization, shifting governance control to the community through on-chain voting. And outside of that, in late 2024, Cardano is focused on making a massive leap towards privacy-focused technology with the future launch of Midnight, a sidechain designed to enhance confidentiality and data protection for blockchain application. This expansion is huge because it positions Cardano as a key player in regulatory compliant confidential transactions, a feature long missing for major blockchains. Meanwhile, real-world partnerships with governments, universities, and businesses continue to strengthen Cardano's position. For starters, in Ethiopia, Cardano's Atala Prism technology is being used for digital identity solutions in education, providing secure records for millions of students and teachers. Outside of that, Cardano has established several key partnerships to enhance supply chain management through blockchain technology. Notably, they collaborated with ScanTrust, a company specializing in supply chain traceability solutions, to develop a system that utilizes QR codes for product authentication and tracking. Additionally, the Cardano Foundation partnered with Georgia's National Wine Agency to create a blockchain-based platform aimed at verifying the authenticity of Georgian wine. Now, overall, these developments are impressive and show that Cardano is making significant improvements. But at the same time, if none of this actually translates into solid, measurable upside market performance for ADA, does any of it really matter? When looking at the on-chain data for Cardano, we have something of a mixed bag in terms of project success. Staking remains a core aspect of the network, with a significant portion of ADA still actively staked across thousands of pools. However, despite strong staking participation, transaction volumes tell a more nuanced story. While Cardano continues to process a steady number of daily transactions, its overall activity still lags behind some of the largest competing blockchains like Solana or Sui. And although ADA is far from its all-time high of $3.10 in 2021, what's interesting is that daily transaction volumes were actually significantly lower during that time period compared to what they are now. As of February 2025, the average daily transaction on the Cardano network has risen to approximately 71,500, marking a 65% increase quarter over quarter. But unfortunately, still, despite this substantial growth in network activity, ADA's price at the time of recording stands at around 80 cents, with a market cap of around $28 billion. That said, one of the more promising signs of growth is the rise of total value locked in Cardano's DeFi ecosystem, now standing around $300 million, with a recent peak of $680 million. This signals increasing user trust and adoption of Cardano-based dApps, though it still trails behind more established DeFi ecosystems like Solana, which currently has a total value locked of close to $8 billion. Outside of these factors, developer activity has also remained strong in Cardano's ecosystem, with frequent GitHub commits and ongoing updates to improve scalability, smart contract functionality, and network efficiency. So overall, the data shows that while Cardano has been making steady progress, it still has a lot of ground to cover before it can reach the popularity it saw in 2021, let alone compete with the largest players in the space today. As of right now, whether this momentum will continue and if ADA can reclaim its dominance in this market cycle is yet to be seen. So with that said, let's take a closer look at what lies ahead for Cardano's roadmap in order to get a better idea of what investors should be watching for. Cardano's future ongoing roadmap includes major upgrades aimed at improving scalability, governance, and interoperability, all of which will be crucial in determining its long-term success. One of the biggest upcoming developments is the transition into the Voltaire era, which will introduce on-chain governance and give ADA holders more direct control over the network's future. This shift will make Cardano one of the most decentralized blockchain ecosystems, allowing the community to vote on funding proposals, protocol upgrades, and network improvements. Furthermore, institutional adoption and TradFi interest in Cardano are also becoming more relevant topics as the broader crypto market matures. Speculation has grown about the possibility of a Cardano ETF, with companies like Grayscale already having officially filed for one. If an ADA ETF were to materialize, it could drive significant institutional demand. And given the recent news that the Trump administration plans to include Cardano in its upcoming US strategic crypto reserve, market conditions are undeniably in its favor. In fact, just 24 hours after the announcement, ADA's price shot up by nearly 50%, indicating very positive sentiment amongst investors, although a portion of those gains have since been taken back. Beyond technical upgrades, research and innovation continues to play a major role in Cardano's development. IOHK, Emergo, and the Cardano Foundation are actively working on new blockchain solutions, improving smart contract efficiency, and expanding real-world adoption, which is the most important thing of all. Cardano's research-driven approach ensures that upgrades are rigorously tested before implementation, which has led to slower development in the past, but has also resulted in a more secure and sustainable blockchain. One of the biggest criticisms and challenges that Cardano has faced in recent years has been regarding its notoriously slow development. While it's true that greatness can't be rushed and Cardano's deliberate approach is rooted in the pursuit of creating the most secure, sustainable technology possible, the world around it isn't waiting. The truth is, we live in an era where trends rise and fall in an instant. Attention spans are shorter than ever, and the next big thing is always around the corner. That said, the project's slow and methodical development, no matter how well intentioned, does risk people leaving it behind. Because in a world that rewards speed and adaptability, even the best technology means nothing if no one is willing to wait for it. Now, looking at everything Cardano has accomplished over the past 8+ years, it's clear the project has come a long way. The long-awaited upgrades of 2023 like Hydra and Mithril finally address scalability and efficiency concerns, while Cardano's DeFi ecosystem has continued expanding with more dApps and real-world partnerships. Staking remains strong, decentralization is progressing, and developer activity shows no sign of slowing down. With that said, institutional adoption, the inclusion of Cardano in a US strategic crypto reserve could be a major turning point for the project. If a Cardano ETF is approved, it could drive significant demand, making ADA more accessible to mainstream investors and directing much needed liquidity into the market. If Cardano can execute on its vision before the tide turns, it could cement itself as one of the most important blockchains of the decade. But if it continues to lag behind, it does risk becoming a relic of what could have been, a testament to innovation that simply arrived too late.